is Isabel. With the opportunity to evaluate an accomplished, competent communicator and competent leader, Patty Grafton, Isabel is certain to find she will find many examples of best speaking practices. However, effective value-added evaluations should also provide tips for possible improvement, so Isabel knows she has her work cut out for her today. Here to evaluate Patty's speech, please welcome Isabel.
Patty, thank you on behalf of all the women. Thank you. Personally, thank you, because you relieved me of my flummox. As I'm sure we all felt the day that Paul gave his speech on everything he knows about women. When we all went home and we were, okay, we have to write something. So I'm glad you did. Thank you personally for that. I wanted to mention that your speech set the mood. You set the mood before you even started with your introduction. And that's an important feature that a lot of us, I personally struggle with, are the introductions. I'm always working on it last minute thinking, what am I going to write? But it is an important part of your speech. It does set the mood, and that was one of your goals, is to set the mood for your speech and what you were going to be speaking on. And I really felt that you did that very well with your introduction. When you came up to the lectern and you began speaking, one thing that I would recommend is skip the good morning, because that took away a little bit from the setting that you had already created with your introduction. I say just go right into it and really captivate the audience, which you did not too long right after you said good morning. But I would just skip the good morning and go right into it. The speech, you're working from the entertaining speaker manual, and I just want to say that you've been entertaining us for many speeches now. So you could have been doing this manual alongside with your competent communicator. You definitely entertained us with this speech. It was a simple speech to follow, which was one of your goals, simplicity, keeping it easy to follow, easily entertaining, no big formulas, which obviously isn't necessary for men. And there was plenty of vividness, and there was plenty of climax and punchlines. I love the fact that you used the terms boy and men, and you used the letters from each of the words to kind of describe what boys and men are all about. It was perfect. Simple, 3 letters. That's what guys are. Guy, 3 letters. It doesn't even get past that. Boy, men, guy, always 3 letters. You had a great sequence of build-ups. And the conclusion, it was a very natural stopping point. We felt like we really learned all we needed to learn about the boys and about the men. It was plenty, it was a natural stopping point. I did notice that your conclusion was a bit long, because you introduced your conclusion when you said, in conclusion, I felt like it was a little too early for you to say in conclusion. Maybe right before you brought out the book, you could have said in conclusion, and then wrapped it up as a summary with the book, because the book was a great add-in. It was great. It really wrapped up what you were talking about. But you said in conclusion a little further ahead of that. So maybe if you had stopped right before the book and then summed it up, that would have been a little tighter conclusion for you. You did meet all your goals, so I do want to point that out. There was great opening, body, conclusion, simplicity, twists and turns and climaxes. You did an excellent job. You've always been entertaining. I can't wait to hear the rest of the speeches that you have prepared for this manual. So thank you very much.